Marshmallow Fanboy back with another review, this time of Star Wars The Black Series, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ned-B, and Purge Trooper. I got two Ned-Bs, one of them uncarbonized and the other one carbonized, and the Purge Trooper is carbonized. I got, of course, the figure that I was really interested in was Ned-B, but the the carbonized Purge Trooper might be too cool to get rid of. In either case, when I was trying to figure out which figure was better, I thought if I get both, I could compare them and I can get rid of the one that is lesser, the one that maybe I don't like as well. But here's the problem: is that the figures are great depending on which display you're in. The plain yellow and stuff pops better. The carbonized might look better close up in a photograph or something. So it's going to be completely up to you whether to get the regular one or the carbonized one. But I thought I would break them both out anyway. The Purge Trooper I don't care so much about. I think I'm immediately going to purge him from my collection. Do you see what I did there? That takes skill. Anyway, this is the side art for Ned-B. He has a slightly larger package. It's the plastic-free packaging, but it's wider, I think, than the other figures. I'm not absolutely sure about that, but it feels like it's just a wider package. There's a little write-up about Ned-B in many, many languages. Great photograph of him. Great on the side shows you that he comes with the blaster and the hammer and the figure and how much that figure measures. That's nice. 6.6 inches? Nice. So you instantly get sort of an idea of how big this figure is. As far as the carbonized ones, there's a good shot of Ned-B on the cover. I'm glad they didn't reuse this one. I'm glad those are two different pictures. That's kind of nice touch. But I think this is an Amazon exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. And the Purge Trooper on the side. I don't know if they're using the same Purge Trooper image, but I'm not sure. And of course, the Ned-B is sort of the one here, but this one comes with a backpack. So maybe this one has the backpack, but of course it's on, and maybe it's not kind of meant to come off, so it's not an accessory. But this one maybe comes with it off. Of course, the Purge Trooper only comes with a blaster, so Ned-B's got a blaster and a hammer. He is more dangerous. Ha! And you can see the Purge Trooper is a little shorter than Ned-B. He's 6.2 inches, whereas he is 6.6 inches. So there's already a disparity. So these guys look good in the package, but I'm super curious of what I'm going to like better, the carbonized or the uncarbonized version. And there's only one way to solve that question, and that's to break these open. So let's do that. Okay, now that they're all out of the package, let's take a closer look at Ned-B, both regular and carbonized, and the carbonized Purge Trooper. Starting with the Purge Trooper, love the eyes. The carbon, I was going to say oh no, that was right, carbonizing. I was going to say the carbonizing, then I thought I was going to say carbonated again. Carbonizing on the Purge Trooper is subtle, and I like that a lot because it's not sort of pearlized. It's not super shiny. It's just is sort of metallic looking. It looks amazing throughout. The material here is kind of like a fake leather. Like it's not sort of fake cloth, it's fake leather. It hangs a little bit better. It feels a little bit better than just regular cloth. The armor is really smooth, really nice. The paint is really great. I don't know what the difference between this and the uncarbonized version is, but I can tell you the uncarbonized one is probably pure black, just a regular sort of maybe matte, maybe not matte, yeah, maybe like a shiny matte black and maybe deep red. So maybe there's a little bit of it doesn't, it's not pearlized. It's and you can tell with the Ned-B. I'll get it closer, but it's a little bit pearlized. Like you catch it on the side, and it's sort of tortoise shells on you. Not tortoise shells, kind of abalones on you. Abalone shells on you, where it's like one color, and then it's suddenly another color. I'm using a lot of deep knowledge today. That's weird. Anywho, that is the Purge. He's nice. Like if you didn't know he was carbonized, you wouldn't know he was carbonized. You just go, this trooper is a little bit different than this other Purge trooper, and I don't know why. But you would never sort of put the value of carbonized on it. As far as Ned-B goes, you can see the regular Ned-B here and the carbonized one here. And you can see with the carbonized one, there's a nice sheen that, of course, doesn't show up when you do the do this with regular Ned. He just catches the light. He's shiny, but he's not kind of reflective. And this one is reflective. That has a lot of it's pearlized a little bit, but you can see it. But the thing that I like about both of them is that the carbonizing is real subtle. It doesn't change much of the color. I think that no matter which one I choose as the main one for my collection, it doesn't matter. They both look really good. So I think that if you have one of these, stop. Don't get the other one. But if you want one, just get the cheapest option and just go with that, because that's, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two of them. A little bit of difference of color and things like that. Maybe there's a little bit of difference between some of the accessories. Not really much. I mean, the backpack is pearlized also, and the backpack is plain on the other one. So this one is the uncarbonized, and this one is carbonized. This one's a little bit shinier and this one has a shine to the wood on it. And yeah, this one is a flat gray, and this one's shiny, very shiny gray, and then a shinier dark gray on top. And this one, the carbonized one, just a little bit shinier, but it's not a ton of difference between the two of them. As far as the backpack goes, of course, the shinier one is the carbonized one, and the blasters. Let's see, the blasters, I think, are exactly the same, if I'm not mistaken. See, the carbonized one and the regular one. Yeah, no change in the blaster. My only complaint is that there's no way for him to hold the blaster, because he has this odd hand over here. You can sort of stick the trigger guard through that finger a little bit, but there's nothing really, this one isn't meant for a blaster either. It's meant to hold both of them could hold the mallet or the hammer. They're not really meant to, so neither one of them can hold the blaster very well. The blaster is always going to look a little bit awkward. Thing I like about this, in addition to the difference of color there, is that there's a little bit of difference of color in the mid torso, where the carbonized one seems to be a little bit of brown, a little bit of color, and everything here is just black. And there's of course, on the carbonized, you can see there's some silver leading out to the shoulders, whereas there's just black. The utilitarian black, where you imagine, hey, there's, joints and stuff back there, does a little bit of a difference here. Also, you can see in the joints of the legs, you see that flat black just sort of hiding all the details, and you can see that sort of pop of shininess, whether it reflects as kind of silver. I know it's not silver, it's like a dark gray, but it's a little bit of it's got a little bit of shine on it, and that's nice. So I guess I lean more toward the carbonized Ned-B than the uncarbonized, although I love how bright the eyes are on the non-carbonized version. I wish the carbonized version's eyes were as distinctive as this one. But I do love that it's still a really dirtied up droid, and that it's faithful to the entertainment. The backpack, when you put it on, these two tubes that sort of come out of his back are already molded into his back. When you put the backpack in, you just have to attach these two to the backpack. And of course, you can see it's a little bit of pearlized kind of gray, and on here it's just flat black. But that's cool. It's fine. I'm still now heavily leaning toward keeping the carbonized one and getting rid of the other one. But of course, that's up to you guys. If you guys already have these figures, you guys have either decided, which one you like better, or maybe you're using both. Ned-B is most of the droids in Star Wars aren't unique. There's every once in a while there's a General Grievous, but for every General Grievous there's a billion, not clone troopers. That's a bad example, but the Roger droids. There's a billion of those and a billion of the others. So how come there can't be 27 Ned-Bs, and how come some of them can't look a little bit different from one another? So that's what I'm saying. If you have like a diorama or a scene to work an extra Ned-B into, go for it. Get both of them. Some of you probably already have both of them. You're like, yeah, I'm way ahead of you. You're talking about 5-year-old figures. I don't know. Obi-Wan was out 2 years ago, I think. So I'm talking about 2-year-old figures, but still old figures. But if you can get a hold of them, if you haven't gotten a Ned-B and you're interested, they were cheap. Like on Amazon, the 2-pack was real cheap, and on eBay the single pack one was real cheap. So go ahead and scoop one up and add it to your collection. So until next time, enjoy your toys.